Hello, it's Mary from Pay-Per-View Crafting, and today I'm going to show you how to make these little boxes. This one is specifically for Valentine's Day, and they've both been designed with the same contents in mind, and the contents is love hearts, because nothing says Valentine's Day like love hearts. And I think these little tiny ones are really cute. You can fit 4 in. I've only got 3 left as they keep getting eaten by various people, but you can actually fit 4 in the box. It's quite snug, but you can do it if you feel that generous. So let's pop these out to one side and get started. So we're going to start with a piece of cardstock, and I'm using Real Red, and it measures 5.5 inches by 4 3/4 inches. Excuse me. Now all my measurements I will put on my blog, and I'll put a link from here to my blog, so don't worry about writing things down now. So we need the scoreboard. So we start with the scoreboard, and we start with the smaller side, which measures 4 3/4 inches. And with your scoring tool, we're going to score at 3/4 of an inch, 2 1/4 inches, 3 inches, and 4 1/2 inches. So you have a little 1/4 inch gap down the side. Now rotate it so that you've now got the 5.5 inch side along, and we're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 1 1/4 inches, 4 1/4, and 5. And that's the scoring done. So we'll put our scoring tool away, and then just reinforce all of these with your bone folder. I like to use the Stampin' Up bone folder because it is just a lovely weight and it has a really good edge on it. But it's quite a personal thing. It's a bit like scissors, really. It's quite personal. Okay, let's do this one and this little bit here. So the bit that has the 1/4 inch bit is going to be your back piece. So all of this bit is your back. So this is going to be the sides. So taking your scissors, you want to snip up these little bits up to the left and the right of the larger pieces. These are the bits that are going to flap in and keep it shut. So if this is the back, you can get rid of all of this. As easy as that. Now if you fold these centre flaps out of the way, it makes it easier to see the next bit. Snip off where you made the fold. You don't need those bits at all. And then we're just going to shape, sorry, technical hitch. We're just going to shave in these bits. I'm afraid my husband broke my angle poised lamp, so I now have it poised at the side here on a tea towel. It's all very technical here at Pay-Per-View Crafting, so never a dull moment. Okay, and then we're just going to snip in these flaps here as well. Here we go, as easy as that. Just get rid of all those bits. So there it is, there's the basics of your little box. So if you turn it over, and then we're going to use sticky strip because it gives you a really nice finish. And I've just lost my DSP on the floor, so you have to excuse me in a minute when I disappear to pick it up. Okay, so that fits in there perfectly. And the easiest way to get sticky strip off or the backing off, is to make sure that it's really well adhered. So burnish it well with your bone folder, and then it's quite easy just to take the strip off. There we go. And then all we want to do is match this to this. Not easy to do it from this direction, but I'm sure that you can do it better than me. And then we're just going to fold it in like that. And there's our little box. So pop your love hearts in at this stage. Oops. And then you can close your box up. Just like that. Sorry, I didn't do a very good job of it. There we go, that's better. So there's your little box already made, and now we're going to put some DSP on the top of it. And the paper we're using is from one of the new catalogue, and it's called Stacked with Love. And as you can see, I've used an awful lot of it, but there's still plenty of paper in there. You can get lots of projects out of this. And if black and white's your thing, everything has black and white back, all double-sided, but it's full of beautiful patterns and shades. And so I've cut this one at 1 1/4 by 2 3/4, and I'm just going to use snail to stick it on for speed. But if you wanted to use glue or something, you know, take your time over it and make it perfect. There we go. And what I love about this paper is it has the real red in it, but it also has the Calypso Coral and Crisp Cantaloupe. So it gives you sort of different shades, so you can do something a bit different with it. And so I'm going to use this lovely ribbon, which I think is probably Calypso Coral. It doesn't actually say on it because this is a free ribbon. This ribbon comes in a 3-pack. And it comes with the designer buttons that match it. And this is available in the Celebration catalogue. And the beauty of this is if you spend £45, you can get this absolutely free. So this ribbon cost me nothing, but it's absolutely beautiful, and it's going to make your project really stand out. So all you have to do is take this lovely ribbon. It's a bit grainy really. I'm not quite sure what they call it, apart from the Best Year Ever ribbon and buttons, they call it. I think it goes with the Best Year Ever DSP, which is also available from Celebration. So, and that's available from now until the 31st of March. I'll just make a little bow and cut off the ribbons that you don't need. There we go, very pretty. Okay, so there's your little box, and now it needs a label. The label I'm going to do is from this fantastic stamp set, which is called Butterfly Basics. Excuse me. And we're going to use the Sending Wishes Your Way. This is such a beautiful stamp set, and will coordinate with lots of things you may already have in your Stampin' Up stash. I love there is nothing in the caterpillar that tells you it's going to be a butterfly. I mean, if you're feeling down, that's going to cheer you up. But anyway, Sending Wishes Your Way today. It's a photopolymer stamp set, so you can see exactly where you're putting it on your paper. We're going to use a bit of Whisper White. And instead of using a stamp pad, I'm going to use the Stampin' Right markers so that I can get this kind of colourway with it, which just makes it a little bit more interesting. So if you take your Stampin' Right marker, and you need the brush ends of it, and then all you have to do is pick out the lettering that you want in that particular colour. So that's Real Red. This is Crisp Cantaloupe, which is also in the paper stack. So choosing the brush end again. Just colour it in. we go. And don't forget, if you think it's dried out a bit, then all you have to do is huff on it. So just breathe a couple of times on it. And there it is. And then we're going to use the decorative label punch to punch it out. As simple as that. And then I'm just going to sponge the edges with the real red ink on one of my sponges, just to give it a nice finish. So all we need is a couple of dimensionals on there. Actually, one would probably be enough, but two is going to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. So if we just take the backs off our dimensionals and then just pop it on our box. And then to finish it off, I've got another new product which I absolutely love. These are the Itty Bitty Accent epoxy stickers, which are in the new catalogue, and you get circles, stars and hearts. And as you can see, I've already made a mess of these because I've been using the Stampin' Blendabilities to colour them up. So all you have to do is choose which colour you want, use the brush side. This is the Cherry Cobbler selection. That's the darkest of the Cherry Cobbler selection. You can give it a couple of coats, which I did with this one here, but I did it earlier so that it was plenty dry enough in time. And then all you have to do is stick it directly onto your project. What could be simpler or more effective? And there it is, my little Love Hearts box. And this one I used from the Butterfly Basic stamp set. I used that little butterfly and cut it out with the Itty Bitty butterfly punch, and just used different paper to create a different look. And then these have got the basic pearls on them, and that's it. That's how simple it is to make my Love Heart box. So I really hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you have a go and put your own spin on it. And thanks for dropping by. I hope to see you again before too long. Bye now.